Hello, welcome to my new series. And if you think, wow, she looks happier and better than she did in her last series, it's because I graduated high school and I finished all my exams. So I actually am feeling a lot better than I was when I was doing my last series, which was very fun, but unfortunately had to come to an end because I've had enough of Yellow Jackets. I love the show, still my favorite show. But there's only so much to analyze within it. There's actually a lot more, but there was only so much I had the time to. Maybe I'll come back to it at another time, but I figured let me go into a show that has less in-depth analysis and more just dumb stuff that's very surface level that people pretend is in-depth. And I'm going to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty. I have 4 videos on this series, and they are going to be angry because the way I feel about this show is a little bit different to the way a lot of other people may. I blame Susanna for everything. And I know she's dead, that doesn't make her a good person. But at the end of the day, I am Team Belly. I am not Team Anti-Belly. I'm sick of the anti-Belly propaganda. I am so for Belly and her everything. Honestly, I think people just don't really understand that she was bred to do that. Okay, and I'm going to get into it right now. Isabel Conklin. She was like a baby and grew up with her family and the Fishers. And all her life she was told by Susanna and wasn't corrected by her mum, you're going to end up with one of my boys. That's going to get into your head as a kid, okay? Especially if your parents aren't trying to take it out of your head. And then Susanna went and died, okay? Not her fault, not Susanna's fault she died, didn't deserve to die. I wish they kept her around so I could hate her without guilt. But Susanna went and passed away. After ingraining into poor Belly's whole life, you end up with one of my boys. One of my boys is going to be your husband. You will end up with one of them. That's gonna stick into your head. Like, I remember having, like, a boyfriend when I was a kid because, like, our mums would be like, oh, you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. And we're like, all right, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. We didn't actually, like each other. We didn't have crushes on each other. It was just the whole, you guys have to like each other. So we did. That is what happened to Belly at a young age, okay? She was just told that and wasn't corrected by her parents that, hey, there are actually more people that you can date that aren't borderline your cousins. But alas, that didn't happen for poor Belly. So, she had been brought up with this idea her whole life, had a crush on Conrad because hot older brother, who wouldn't? And then, dated him for a bit, and then they broke up. She dated Jeremiah. Each to their own, like, go for it, girl. I don't really care. Got cheated on and then broke up for a minute and then they're engaged. Again, go for it. Like, you can absolutely do what you fucking want. Like, I don't care at all. Go for it. But, like, people keep saying, like, oh my gosh, how could she do that? How could she do that? How are you dating your brother's ex? How are you dating someone whose only other body is your brother? How are you dating someone like that? I'm not blaming Belly because she probably doesn't understand, like, I would probably be like, oh, it's fine because they're fine with it. They're fine with it, so, like, why wouldn't you be fine with it? Like, yeah, okay, I get it's a bit weird, but, like, Jeremiah also had a large role to play in that. People going, like, why would she do that? Why would he let her? Why would you do that? That's a whole nother thing. But the guilt that Belly would have felt when Susanna died, knowing that Susanna only wanted Belly to be her daughter, like, all she wanted. That was all she wanted. And Belly's like, well, I have to fulfill this dead woman's wish, which is a normal reaction, and I would also probably do whatever I could to make sure that happened. And think about the only other people she dated, Cameron, and that other guy in Europe. I don't even know his name. I'm so sorry. They dated for like a minute. They were in it for like less than a whole season. And honestly, like, obviously it's a show and it's about that, but, like, it's such a weird plot. It is such a weird plot, like, thinking about it. Like, Jenny, I love you. To all the boys I loved before was me in middle school, and I am Lara Jean now. But, like, what are you doing? Why are we writing family plots? But, yeah, in my opinion, I am a Belly Conklin truther. I don't think she did anything wrong, and I know a lot of people hate her. A lot of people hate her, and I get that, because she did mess up. But, okay, never did she cheat. She never cheated. I'm hoping. It's been a while. She never cheated. Everyone else in the show cheated, I feel like. Everyone else. Conrad cheated. Jeremiah cheated. Taylor and Steven cheated. No one is good in this show. That's the plot. No one's good in college. Everything goes downhill and you will cheat on everyone. Belly never cheated. She was a victim. And honestly, I think we need single Belly. That's what I need. If they're not doing another season, are they? No. I need single Belly. I need single Belly for a season. I need her to be like, wow, maybe I shouldn't date for a while. Maybe I'll be bisexual for a bit. Maybe I experiment. Maybe, I think everyone needs an experimental phase, but that's a whole nother video. I know that's like, is that problematic? I don't know. I don't know what's problematic anymore. I think everything's probably everything is problematic. And I'm not saying that as like everything's too woke. Everything is actually genuinely comes from a place of like problem. Like everything is rooted in like bigotry somehow. And you know what? I'm allowed to say that because I'm a physically disabled gay person. Belly Conklin, be bisexual, go through a phase. Please. But, yeah, she needs to stop dating family members, but at the same time, I understand why she's doing that. She should go for the dad next. That's what I would recommend. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm a Belly Conklin truther, and I hope everyone understands that. And, that is my video. I'm very happy to finish my HC. I'm very excited to see what the future holds. Maybe I should do an A-type reveal vlog. I will, and I will post it if it's good. Alright, see y'all!